Hi guys, this is radio. You cannot actually see me, but I'm Elton's lookalike and can be booked for a lot cheaper. It's Ray Johnson here. Hope you enjoy the show on REJ.World. It's where radio comes to life.
Welcome to Encore on Radio Elton John. I'm your host, George Matlock. Tonight's guest is known to a lot of Elton John fans. He's also known to ITV, BBC, various European advertisers, and now even the Metropolitan Police are taking an interest in him. I'm only joking. A bit like Sacha Baron Cohen, you know, the actor. When he was starting out, he had this Ali G show. Remember that in the late 90s? Well, his very first guest was, in fact, Neil Hamilton, the former MP, who got muddled up in a Harrods tabloid headline, as many of you will remember. Well, get this. The very next week, the second episode, his rival, Mohammed Al Fayed, was the guest to put his side of the story to Ali G. So, hot on the heels of last month's appearance by Elton tribute act Paul Bacon, this month we have someone who has been the butt, I would say, of a few friendly jokes and has often been mistaken himself for Sir Elton. Now, he's a fella who I've known, in fact, since the last millennium. An exaggeration there not. And he has actually shaped his very own celebrity lifestyle himself. So, fresh from the London Palladium, please may we have a roaring welcome for Mr. Ray Johnson.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Welcome, Ray. It's such a pleasure. My goodness, it's been 27 years since we first met.
It's a long time. Yeah, it's a long time. Time ago.
It is a long time ago. And I don't think I've seen you in the last 26 of those years. So it's incredible, really.
I do pop up now and again.
You do. Now, we're going to be, we're fascinated by your story, and it is a really amazing story. You, as the Elton John lookalike, will be delving into your story today. But let's start with how we first met. Do you remember 1999 and the Hercules Fan Club convention in London?
I do. There's a few in London at the Burns Hotel in Barkston Gardens. Yeah, I remember them. And then we took it to Liverpool, didn't we?
We did. Yeah, we did. We went to the Cavern Club.
We went to the Cavern Club, yes. And the Bluesology turned up, I believe.
They did.
Elton's first band.
You were in the audience?
I was in the audience and I mixed with them and
do you know
got on stage with them. And
I forgot that bit.
Yeah.
I forgot that. And John Jorgensen was the warm-up act. Do you remember that?
He was, and very nice band, very nice. Yeah. But all lovely guys.
Absolutely. Well, that's one of the nice things about being an Elton John fan. You meet so many lovely, genuinely funny and amazing people, just like you, Ray. And we're so happy you're on the show. Yeah, and I remember that you were a taxi driver back then, weren't you? And
I was up to about a year ago. And
really? Until very recently?
So, I just retired.
Oh, right. Did you give you a gold watch, did they?
Yeah, they did, but I lost it.
Okay. I won't ask how that happened, but okay.
No.
And well, because the reason I mention this is because when we first met, we prepared us. We were going to do a little video for the fans from that convention, the Hercules convention in London. It was at I think it was the Albany Hotel or the Anna. No, it was the Anna Hotel. I was right in.
Was it the Anna? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In
next door
Kensington.
To the Burns Hotel. Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
And get this, you drove up in your cab. You wound down the window. And I came close up with the camera to you. And do you remember what you said? You were asking for directions, but do you remember what you said?
No, I don't. It's a long time ago.
I know. What you actually said was, "Hello, mate. Is this the road to El Dorado?"
Oh, of course. I do recall it now. Yeah,
fantastic. Which, of course, was one of
Which
Elton's
was out at the time. Yeah,
compositions. Yeah. Indeed. So way back, more than a quarter of a century, and in that time, I've been to a guest of some of the things that you've been doing. So I remember, for example, you appeared on Have I Got News for You?
I did, yes.
And
yes.
I'm trying to
the
think,
last minute.
was it Angus Dayton? I'm trying to think who was hosting at that point.
Yeah, Angus
was
was in
Angus.
his chairs. One of his last shows before the scandal hit.
Yes, yeah. But a great quizmaster and a great show. And I remember you were on it, and they showed clips of what you've been doing, and everyone was fascinated. And I know some people really thought, no, I think he is actually Elton. I think they brought Elton on.
No, it was a last minute thing, and they come into the dressing room.
Yeah.
Paul Merton come into the dressing room and give me the Evening Standard.
Right.
He said, read up on the local news and the current affairs. And that was it.
Brilliant.
All within about half hour, and then I was on the show. And not time to do anything. So they muted me, really. So, but it worked, to a certain extent. I got a good feedback from it, and lovely letters from some very professional people, doctors, and fantastic.
Yeah, it was quite a long recording, because I remember that obviously what you see on TV is probably about 30 minutes of it, but it was much more than that, wasn't it? Because there's like intermissions and things that they do. And I remember being in the audience and thinking, this is incredible, because I'm actually seeing how they make the show, not just see the show, but how it's actually made. It was quite fascinating.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's do this. I'm going to turn to one of the things that you've done, one of your creations, right? If I can find it. Hang on, where is it? Where did I put it? Hang on. I'm not joking. This is not a build-up. I really, I've lost it. Okay, found it. Okay, brilliant. So you've done some incredible adverts for various brands, and I know I remember you were in a TV show called, was it the Lookalikes Agency?
The Lookalikes Agency, yeah. That was just prior to I met you. And about 2 years prior to I met you.
Yeah.
29 years ago, 30 years ago even. And that was on ITV.
That's right.
And that showed me learning the knowledge as Ray Johnson.
Yeah.
And then doing Elton of a night,
Amazing.
So it was I just had to act the goat, really, and it worked. And we had some good other players of that show was Adele Boy, which was big at the time.
I remember.
And a lovely Joanna Lumley lookalike called Sue Bradbury. She's wonderful. She's still going strong now.
Awesome. Glamorous lady, I'm sure. Fabulous.
Yeah, she is.
Amazing
Absolutely
stuff.
Fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely. I wasn't intending for that, but okay.
No.
You don't miss a trick. That's good. So, Ray, tell us that on that show, I seem to remember there was you were sent to, I think it was Amsterdam. You were sent to the Netherlands, I'm pretty sure, to do a commercial. And I seem to remember the lines was something like, "I'm not the real Elton John, but I'm a whole lot cheaper." Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yeah. That's correct, yeah. And in the Dutch sort of dialect, I couldn't quite get it off, Skal English and all that, but I couldn't. I struggled with it. I can't speak English, really.
And what were they? Do you remember what the product was? I mean, what did they parachute you in for? What they weren't selling pianos, were they? I mean, what was the advert for? Detergent?
Oh God. Something like that. Yeah, it might have been Daz or something. I don't know.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm not...
Well, let's listen to one of your incarnations for. I think this is probably for a French or possibly a Belgian audience, but you can tell us all about it after we've heard your very, 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 very good song.
Goodbye, my queen. Knowing you was like a dream. But crooked took you to the grave today.
It was very, very.
Thank you so much. You were singing along to yourself there. Now, was that your voice? I've always wanted to ask you that. Was that actually your voice?
No, I sang it quite well, and they used the actor's voice is John called. Not Van Damme, but he was a big French actor. It's a big production. It was made by Pathé and Canal. So it was their fifth sequel called The Touche Family, and it's massive on The Touche Family, which is Tuche.
Yes,
and it's big in France and Belgium for that market. But it's got about 20 million viewers in the cinema for 6 months.
So this was it was a cinema series, or was it like on TV or?
No, it's a big cinema series made by Pathé and
Fantastic.
Canal.
And what was the duration of you in that? Because I saw you sort of you were at the piano and then you were singing. It looked really impressive. I mean,
yes, yeah, I had about 4 minutes worth in it in about hour and a half. So but it's quite substantial, really, for a look-alike.
Yeah,
so quite a big production.
Well, we're going to ask Françoise whether she watched this series. I'm sure she's aware of it, obviously being in the French-speaking part of Belgium. So I'm sure she's going to be thrilled to bits that you were actually in this as well. This 20 million show.
We filmed it in part of it in Belgium, in Thermay, I think it's called. So yeah.
In where? Sorry, in what town?
In Thermay, just over the border from Lille.
Oh, okay, just over the border from Lille. Used to drive through there an awful lot when I used to work in Luxembourg, so I think I know the place very well.
Oh, did you?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Used to go through Lille all the time. Lovely part of the world.
Lovely.
So, okay, so that was you in that. It's amazing. It was a series. You've done commercials. You've been on stage. You've got your own performances that you do as well, don't you? I mean,
recently in the last 10 years really, I've been singing. I didn't sing for the first 20 years. I didn't have to because I was a cab driver, and I was just pulled up to corporate dues in London and got dressed up, done me bit, photos, and back to work.
How amazing!
And and it worked for me, And then then I met up with a drummer he was in a band called T-Rextasy, and that was one of the first tribute bands.
Oh yeah,
he said, "Do you sing?" I said, "No, not really. I don't." I was going to go around to it. So we got together. He looked after my granddaughter's rabbits.
Oh, nice.
He ran the bunny hop in. That was his little business,
Okay, fantastic.
And then and we got together, and we still do a couple of gigs together. But that was 10 years ago, and so I'll still use him now and again. But he's getting on, and I'll do quite a bit on my own now. So
yeah. But you've also been mistaken by security, I remember, at Elton John concerts for being Elton.
Yes.
We'll come to that. And there's a lovely story at the Stadium Bercy near Paris where I know something really big happened. But we're going to do a little bit of a cliffhanger because at this point we're going to switch to a song. When our dear friends over at Pinner, our orchestra, heard that you were going to be on the show, they quickly scrambled to the mics and came up with a little ditty. So we're going to play this in your honour, sir. I hope you'll appreciate it. It's called I'm Elton's Double, Honest.
He walked in shining like a thrift store dawn.
I said, no way.
Is that Elton John? But then he tripped on his feathered sleeve and yelled, my parking's double parked, I
gotta leave.
He's not the rocket man,
He's the pocket man.
got tiny shades from a discount stand.
He sings Tiny Dancer half a key too wrong.
And signs autographs as Elton-ish John.
He wears piano keys upon his shoes, but only knows 3 chords and breaking news.
He struck a pose, then split his pants.
Still somehow made the grandmas dance.
He's not a legend,
but he tries each night.
in rhinestone socks.
2 sizes tight.
And when he bows, the crowd all cheer.
Close enough.
Get back up here.
He's got a wig that slips in humid heat. It rotated backwards mid-repeat. He winked so hard a lens flew free and landed in somebody's teeth.
He smashed a keyboard with dramatic flair.
Turns out it was a folding chair.
He shouted, farewell, yellow brick road.
Then took the wrong bus home with Toad.
He keeps a sequin cape inside a sack
With definitely Elton on the back. The bouncer laughs, then waves him through.
Real one's busy.
You will do.
He hits high notes,
Like startled geese.
then asks the drummer,
Tea break, please. The crowd throws roses, chips, and praise.
confused but happy in the haze. So raise a glass to
Second best.
to glorious frauds in feathered vest.
For every star up in the sky, there's a bloke nearby in glitter trying.
Whoa,
Fantastic.
blimey.
Fantastic.
What? Whoa.
Fantastic.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, I did it very much so. Yeah, I know. I know Paul Bacon got a similar treatment, didn't he?
He did.
And
Yeah.
that was an extra special as well. Fantastic. Thank you. Really loved it.
Was there anything you
No,
actually
the
want to
audience
say
loved
back to? Yeah, because that was the joke I made about Ali G and how they had Neil Hamilton on, and the very next week they had Mohammed Al Fayed on the show. So we had Paul Bacon, as you said, last month. Now we've got Ray Johnson.
Yeah.
Is there something you want to say to riposte our good friend, the tribute act?
No, he was very kind to me, wasn't he? So I can only say hello, Paul. Thank you for the kind words. And may you continue to do what you do.
Fantastic. Now, we were joking or making light of the fact, but you actually did have a very serious operation, didn't you? You had a hip replacement.
I did, yes. My second one. I had one 30 years ago,
Right.
prior to becoming a Elton lookalike,
Right.
because I was in the building game, and then I thought, what can I do? You know, everyone say you look like Elton John. That's when I went to the lookalikes agency in a little 2-bed council flat in Plumstead,
Right.
and one of them was an office. And he come here, boy, come in, sit down. Cool, you can't see the joint. It went, and that was it. And then BBC come out to do a pilot about the lookalikes agency, and that didn't work. And then ITV 6 weeks later come round. They done a pilot, and it worked. So they commissioned it. September Films, that was.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, really.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And indeed. And that's how we heard about you. You came to the conventions, and then your career really rocketed. So I mentioned before the song there from Pinner that you were in, I don't remember what year it was now, it must have been late 90s, but you were in at the Bercy Stadium in
You
Paris.
want more from Radio Elton John? You were listening to a preview. You can get the full episode, plus all episodes since 2022 with a REJ Platinum Channel subscription. It costs just $5 for a full year. Plus, you get new episodes faster. Sign up at REJ.World or buy from the REJ app. Remember, REJ Silver Channel has only the last 12 months of Encore totally free.